Motivation is the result of expectancy times instrumentality times valence. That's the most simple basic formula for motivation. Now there's a lot more in it, like state, like how you feel impacts your motivation, your action, etc, etc. That's the simplest level formula for what creates motivation in your life and my life. It's a universal framework. Let's go into it. First one, expectancy. Do you believe that you can do the task at hand? Do you believe that you can go to the gym and work out? Do you believe that you can go and call up that client to make that sales call? Do you believe that if you read a book, you're gonna get better? Do you believe that you have the ability to go and buy a book, pick it up, and read it? Can you do that task? Expectancy. The second part of it is instrumentality. Do you believe that that action will lead to that result? Meaning, if you read that book, do you believe that's gonna help you shape a better future? If you go to the gym, do you believe that that's gonna help you get results down the line? What's your level of belief about that? How much of a conviction is that? That's the second part. And then third one is valence. What's the value? What level of priority do you place on the thing that you want to achieve? So let's say the gym example. One, do you believe you have the capacity to go? Let's say your personal trainer told you, hey, you need to run 2 kilometers today. One is expectancy. Do you actually believe that you can run 2 kilometers? Do you believe that? If you don't, you're not going to be motivated, because this expectancy here is going to sabotage your motivation. But if you can raise your level of expectancy, if you tell yourself, hey, let me just run 100 miles and see how 100 meters and see how I go. Well, let me just focus on putting my running shoes on for now, and then take the next step and the next step. There are many strategies for motivation, but if you believe that, now your expectancy goes up and your motivation goes up. So that's expectancy. Next one, instrumentality. Meaning, do you believe that running will help you get fit? And let's say you don't believe that, as in like you may believe at surface level, but subconsciously, deeper level, you don't believe it. Or it's just too much hard work and it's unpredictable. It may or may not help you. And this is where, for example, this thing that we talked about being, let's say, genetically overweight. If I believe I'm genetically overweight, I do not believe that me running will lead to me being fitter and healthier. I just don't believe it. My belief is very low on that. And that's gonna sabotage my motivation. It's not gonna help, which means I'm not likely to take action, which means I'm not likely to get results, which means I just stay at that same level of a low level of health and fitness. And it applies to not just that, but business and career. It's how motivation works amongst humanity, at least the latest research we have about it. So the second thing is instrumentality. Do you believe the action is gonna help create the result? Do you believe the action is going to help create the result? If you're doing something which you believe at the bottom of your mind is meaningless and pointless, you're not going to be very motivated to do it. You're far more likely to quit and not do it because in your mind you don't believe that it's meaningful. Hence, people who believe what they're doing is meaningful tend to have greater motivation at what they do and tend to have the motivation to keep learning, to keep reading books, to keep going to events, to keep going through classes like this, which I acknowledge you for here. Keep learning, keep growing, keep getting better, because they believe that will help them get results. And it will if they go through and they're persistent and are willing to put in the work, willing to implement, willing to take action to get those results that they're after. So second part is instrumentality. Third one, valence. How much of a priority is it? Some things people just, hey, I don't really care if that happens. I don't care if I'm able to achieve this or not. Meaning they're not really attached to that outcome. They don't care if they're fit or they're not. It doesn't have a high level of priority in their life. And I often say, it's not what you say that you want that you get in your life. It's what you prioritize by your actions. A lot of people say they want a lot of things, but there's only really a few things that they want enough that it drives them to achieve.